What's up? I'm your host, Al Smith.
And I'm your co-host, Bria V. Smith.
And this is
the Thinknue podcast.
All right, so this is a tidbit that we have, and it's more like a rant at this point. And it's about like commercials and really... Bria, you can take it away. You can take it away.
You're at a 10. We need you at a 4. Okay, so...
I'm amped up.
Oh, Mountain Dew. Okay. So, with the current climate of just... And I'm going to talk... wherever you are in the world, I know there are always things that are happening. But one of the big things that I've encountered being a consumer, as well as us working with companies doing branding and development, is being culturally insensitive and unaware. And so basically people are probably like, what does that mean? Mm-hmm. So what that means is that there are situations, and this is my opinion, Bria V. Smith, okay? There are businesses and companies that have gotten backlash and experienced certain unfortunate uproar for situations that I feel like maybe were not intentional. So they were not intentionally attempting to hurt someone, but it was offensive, and so they were held accountable for the...
Let me stop you right there. So one commercial that plays on YouTube, which is so stupid to me, is the commercial that is do bam bam.
Oh wow. Okay.
La 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 la. That is so stupid to me. Just tell me about your nasty burgers. Tell me why I should buy it, and let me buy it. Like, I don't need all of these to...
It's crystals? Hold them accountable. I mean, it's...
Hey, whoever created the commercial for crystals is dumb. Is stupid. And if you don't like it, tell me that you don't like it.
It's okay.
It's dumb.
You don't like it.
It's blah 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 blah. Wham bam. It doesn't have any words. You're gonna make me read. You're gonna make me read.
That's annoying.
You're gonna make me read your commercial. You're that good to make me read that you have some burgers on sale. And the other one, I got 5 in it. And it's all this smoke. Who are you marketing to? Is this for the weed heads? Without the words?
Guys, I wanted this to be
no, I'm so
a
serious.
Different feel.
I'm so serious right now. Like when you're marketing, be simple. Like,
you don't have to be simple, but be clear.
Be simple, because the most of the times the most clear things are things that are simple. Like, I don't have... You're wasting up a whole 10 seconds of my life that I can't get back. And...
You're angry.
No, because it's like...
There's a vein bulging.
Listen.
It's not worth it. It's not worth your life.
When we created the Savannah Dukes commercial, what did we do? We put the actual food that was going to be served or sold to the consumer in the commercial. We made it short, and we had a voiceover that said, hey, try our new yada yada yada, and then it went off. Like, you don't need all of these here.
Well, that's opinion. I think
it's facts.
It's not facts.
It is facts.
We'll agree to disagree. I think that's opinion, and I'm all for... I believe in innovation.
So you like the commercial?
I'm not. This has nothing to do with the commercial, as it does you're telling people to keep your marketing efforts.
No, but did you like that commercial?
Sometimes simple doesn't cut it.
But did you like that commercial?
No, it actually was a little offensive, which is why
Wham! Bam!
That's annoying.
La 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 la.
People are gonna not want to tune in with you doing that. It's weird.
All right, I'm sorry, but
you're not. But
I'm not.
Don't say things you don't mean. Okay, guys. Anyway.
How's it offensive that I'm doing it and they did it? I'm copying off of what they did.
Okay, so basically, I'm trying to serve people. Thank you for that.
I got 5 on it.
Live example. So one of the things I want to talk about with cultural awareness before Al went on his tangent about the commercial was being culturally aware as a brand. And though the example of that particular commercial was intended, right? Someone thought of that through and through. Marketing. So we'll start with marketing with cultural awareness.
They didn't think about that.
I mean, I'm sure it passed through. Like you've encountered.
Everybody must have been high.
Like teams. Even with small businesses, there's teams of people. So, I mean, they're a corporation. There were a lot of people that said, oh, yeah, I get it. Okay. As well as, may I mention, isn't Crystal's right now doing like an all-you-can-eat, like, burger?
I don't know. I
something?
keep having to read the commercials. And
they're having like an all-to-eat. I think there's trouble in paradise.
I think so.
Because any burger joint that's doing an all-you-can-eat burger, I don't even care how refined and, like, it to me is a red flag. I don't eat meat. Little known Bria V. Smith fact. I don't eat meat. So you don't have to worry. I won't be going there anyway. But just saying. So marketing. Your marketing really has to be cultural aware. So if you're like just saying, oh, I see that there's a trend and there's a fad and I want to jump on the wave, which that's kind of how that felt to me. Like trendy. It's a dangerous area to be in. Also, your ads have to make sense, whether they're complex or simple. They have to make sense, and it can't just be. I've encountered, with a lot of marketers. The point is to want people to be outraged or so upset that they. No, that's a horrible idea, especially with food. If I'm confused, that's really not going to make me want to come in to buy your burger. It might get you brand awareness, right? And sometimes that is the mission of like certain marketing efforts. But in the case of like, a restaurant, you're serving food, beverages. To me, it's not the greatest idea. If you guys are, insiders, Crystal, directly yourself, can you guys tell us what's the point of these two commercials? Because we're a little lost. We're a little confused. The next thing I think is, I guess, like policy, right? Mm-hmm. Like shifts happen in culture. That's what makes it culture.
Right.
If you have policy and you see things are happening in the world, small business, medium, or large, review your policy so that it won't happen to you. With all these people out here licking the ice cream and they are...
Yummy!
Right. They're licking ice cream and they're doing all this nasty stuff to like...
Oh, that is Google.
That's not Google.
That was Google, y'all.
They're trying to stop us. Big Brother is watching.
That was Google trying to suggest some ice cream that we could go and lick on.
Wow. But that stuff is really gross that we're seeing. I know, there was no seal. So it's like, okay, maybe if your ice cream is not sealed, you want to put a seal on it. Maybe if you have a product that's not sealed and you're a small business, change in your policy of adding some type of seal so that there's consumer confidence. These are things that you can do because there's a cultural shift and change with the happening of recent events. And the same thing with products. Sometimes I see products and it's like, what's the point? And you can tell they are not a high selling product.
I just say this, like, if you're gonna promote a product. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go on now. No, go.
The stage is yours.
I don't forgot what I was going to say.
What I was going to say was, you can tell it's not a high-selling product, and it's probably a product that, depending on what the product is, if it's culturally insensitive, if you're not aware, that you maybe want to repackage or just discontinue altogether because it's offensive. And that's not the point of being in businesses, to offend people.
And I guarantee you this, like, people are probably not offended by that commercial.
I am.
I can almost guarantee you that. Like, it probably makes sense. And one thing that you got to realize too is like these companies have big budgets, and so the same commercial that you and I are seeing is probably not the same as somebody else. Like, so with companies when they're doing commercials, especially like I give you an example. So like on hip hop radio stations, big companies would produce a commercial specifically for that audience. And for country radio stations, they would produce a commercial specifically for that audience. And so basically, because of how good these social media platforms are with targeting, I guarantee you they can target it down to, what color someone is, what they would potentially be interested in, and they can market to that specific group of people. And so I'm pretty sure it's more than just these two commercials that they're running out there. But it's just, for me, because we're in the business, we're in the same, industry where we can produce a commercial and we can do your graphics and we can do voiceovers and things like that, is where, I look at certain things and I dissect them just because like I'm in the same industry. And so I'm pretty sure. Do better,
Crystals, is the short version. Do better.
No, I'm pretty sure like other people probably wouldn't, take offense to it. But
I mean, they're an 87-year-old company. And so they're not like a new kid on the block. I get what they were trying to do, I guess. No, I don't. I'm lying. I don't get it. The smoke was confusing. I got 5 on it playing in the background. It really could and could have turned to be something very bad for them. Very, very bad.
Well, I mean, anyone that knows about hip hop, they know those two songs. And so it's like, oh.
They do, but you understand that it's like a stereotype. You're playing I Got 5 on it. There's smoke and steam coming from, like, there are a lot of suggested stereotypes there that are really like, it's a slippery slope. And that's what I mean by you have to be culturally aware. If everybody in the marketing boardroom all looks the same, all are from the same background, you're going to continue to have marketing efforts that are culturally insensitive, unaware, and offensive.
And that brings us right back to the point that I just made. Keep it simple and keep it clean. No, seriously, because it's like, I know what I sell. I sell burgers, or I sell chicken, or I sell tacos, or, I sell donuts. Let me tell my audience that this is what I sell and this is what I have for to go on sale. Here's a special that I'm offering. That way, it's like you don't run into the problem of Thinknue calling you out on it. You don't run into that problem. And I'll just say this, like, if you own a company, shameless plug, you can get in touch with us by emailing us at info@thinknue. That's info@thinknue, and that's .com. Reach out to us, like, and if you have a question about, how to market or, some type of advice, you can reach out to me personally at 904-516-0151. And it's free. Like, I'm not going to charge you if you just have like a question about some type of like advice. If I can give you the advice, I will. Now, if you want, something in more depth, then of course I'm going to have to charge you. I'm going to have to charge you a consultation or a consulting fee for that. But I mean,
and if you don't like one thing I think I really love about what we do here at Thinknue is that we work with other marketing companies too. So if you are a marketing company and you want some fresh eyes, some true view and perspective, we would love to work with you as well on your client's project.
And just to be clear, like that wasn't this episode was not for us to try to market the business.
You're just angry.
Yeah, I'm just giving a perspective on what I feel like was just silly.
You started off really, really angry. I'm glad to see that. Seemed like you calmed down a little bit. Sounds like getting this out was therapeutic for you.
It really was.
I'm glad.
Thank you for everyone that's listening.
I'm sorry, guys. And I tried to stop him. He's been trying to do this for like 3 days.
I'll take your dislike in stride.
Don't dislike it because I'm here and I didn't deserve this.
Disliking it. Thank you for your dislike. Anyway, my name is Al Smith.
And I'm Bria V. Smith.
And this is the Thinknue podcast.